pleasure to meet you, Mr. Dunbar. Is Hunter Dunbar here tonight?
That's enough.
I need to get an autograph. Don't let him do this to me. I'm a fan. I'm a #1 fan.
That is the Fanatic, and this is John Travolta.
Hi, what a wonderful energy this early in the morning. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, we're so excited to see you.
Okay,
Thank
I'm going
you.
to scooch a little closer.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Fanatic.
Okay, I have to confess, I've never been this much of a fangirl before, but
Yeah?
the year Grease came out, 78, right? I just moved to the U.S., and I think
She
Grease...
came from Taiwan.
Yep, and that was the first American movie I saw.
Oh my gosh.
At least the first one I remember.
As a little girl.
Yep, and very little.
Yes.
And I thought, whoa, this is so great. American boys are all so cute and all dance so well.
You know, I could understand why you would think that, because that was your favorite. Well, they all must be like this.
You defined the American boy, but you set me up for a lifetime of disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
You spoiled her.
You really did. But
Well,
that's
thank
been
you.
the cool guy that we've known ever since, I mean, Pulp Fiction and all your movies. That's why this is such a dramatic turn in The Fanatic, which I can't wait to dive into a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a second. But first of all, I need to talk about this look, because when I saw you on Good Morning America last week,
Yes.
this is my favorite look for you.
Yeah, the shaved head.
I love
a la
it. I
Pitbull.
think it looks great.
And it's a relief, too, because when I decided to do it, you know, my family approved, and Pitbull's a friend, and he inspired this for me. And it was such a relief that everyone approved, loved it so much, you know? And it's so much easier in my life.
Right?
So in my real life, this is how I'll look, and in movies, it'll be whatever the character should be. You know?
And speaking of
But
Pitbull,
thank you.
Yeah, so I know you guys have a friendship, and in my head, the way that it goes is John Travolta just calls up whoever he wants, and then he's like, hey, this is John Travolta, let's be friends, and tomorrow is when we start. Is that how it goes?
Well, not far from it, because I got such a kick out of him. I thought he was so tongue-in-cheek about himself and so entertaining that I just wanted to meet him. And I did. I emailed him vis-a-vis a friend, and he said, come visit. So I did, and we got along really well. And then entrepreneurial things started to happen.
And you ended up in his music video.
In his music video,
which,
yes.
Can we take a look at that?
Yeah, you have to see this.
Oh, round and round and round and round we go. Round and round and round and round we go. I like her, she likes her. We gon' have a love fest. 1, 2, 3, menage a trois.
See, look at him go.
John Travolta as Pitbull. I love it. You still got the moves. Oh my goodness.
You don't lose that really when, you know, even Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly, they had it till the end. You know, it's something that if it's in your DNA and it's in your soul, you don't ever lose it, you know.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know how to dance these days. I think that is an
Well,
art that's
they've
disappearing,
stopped
don't you
dancing.
think?
I think a lot of people know how to dance. It's just they haven't really, you know, continued to do it as an exercise or as a fun night out or something. You know, the internet's kind of taken over all that kind of interaction, you know.
Yeah, but some of these
other
kids now
devices.
with their like TikTok stuff that they're doing with these videos, like I think it's coming back. And I think the more that
hope
they
so.
see like men dancing in videos, I
Yes.
think that's important.
Well, cool
Yes.
men dancing.
Cool man who can actually
Well, that
dance.
happened when Saturday Fever came out.
Yeah.
Actually, that was true. I brought back the idea that it was okay for a guy to dance, you know, and it was important, and it certainly worked, you know, because a lot of men had fun being a good partner to their people, you know. It was awesome.
That is great. Okay, so someone who is not dancing is your character Moose in the show The Fanatic. Well, I guess he's doing a tango, but a dangerous one, a violent one. This is a guy who, you know, he's a huge fan of an action movie series, dude. Sees him, lines up, waits a long time, and then he feels like he gets kind of dismissed by this actor, and that really sets your character off.
Exactly, because this guy is like a man-child. He's also a bit on the spectrum, and he can't imagine that his favorite movie star would ever not love him, because he's been picked on and bullied his whole life, and he thinks, well, the one time I'll get, you know, relief from all this is from my favorite movie star. Okay, so and he instead he gets tormented and picked on by the film star, and he doesn't understand it. It's a very different movie and very unique, and I think it has a lot of heart too. It's a mix of a lot of things, But you know, the celebrity, the movie star is a good person, but a bad celebrity. And the fan is also a good person, but gets discombobulated and confused when he doesn't get the reaction from the movie star that he wants.
You know, that relationship was interesting, and it touched me so much because I couldn't figure out, even at the end, who's supposed to be the good guy and who's the bad guy. And I wonder if that's the point, that in each of us, there's that complexity, and it's not so black and white.
Well, that's a good point, because there is complexity in both these characters. The fan, which I play, and the movie star, which Devon Soya plays, and both of them are complex, like we all are. But I did this because I understand the fan. I mean, I've been a fan my whole life of people. I feel like unless you can be that, you almost can't expect others to be a fan of you. You know, it's that simple. And I really understand this guy. You know, he takes it too far, and I understand that. But I understand his love in his, which I think we all have a little moose in us. Come on, be honest.
No, it's true.
Who do you have that you've loved your whole life that you want?
Madonna.
Madonna.
And because of that, I never want to meet her. Because I just feel like, I feel like, much like, maybe I have a little more sense about me than Moose does, but I feel like I would be so heartbroken if I felt dismissed by her.
And I'm not just saying that because you're here, but it's John Travolta.
It's the person in front of
The
you.
first American boy who danced so great, and those sparkling blue eyes. And you know, I want to talk to you though about what, in your experience as a celebrity, have you ever encountered someone who you felt like kind of crossed the line and threatened you? Or
Well, I have encountered some that have crossed the line, but I never felt they were ill-intended. I felt that it was earnest, like this guy, but it never went anywhere. There was two break-ins that happened unbeknownst to me, and then there was one outside that happened. Maybe three altogether, but I never felt really threatened by it.
But I want to know who you were a big fan of. Like when you were growing up.
Oh, I can tell you.
Who was your
so
person?
Jimmy Cagney was my first. Obsessed with him. Then it was Paul McCartney of the Beatles and the Beatles, and then it moved into other people like Barbra Streisand and
I get you
Brando.
met most of those people, right?
Oh yeah, and Paul Newman, and I had the luxury of and the privilege of meeting all my favorite people, and none of them disappointed me. You know, they were all beautiful. I really understand it. It's just this wasn't meant to be anything like a message, but it does cross over into things like privacy and crossing the line, and of course these two people nuke the line.
Yeah, totally. But these are real issues today, right? In this
They
day
are.
and age.
They are. Yeah.
You've had an amazing career, and you continue to do amazing things. What are other projects you would like to get into? I mean,
Why haven't you been on Broadway?
yeah.
Well, I have been on Broadway.
You haven't? What were you on in Broadway?
I was on Broadway in Greece, and I was Broadway with Over Here, and I was on Off Broadway with Rain and two other plays. So I was a child actor. So
Okay.
I was.
What else would John Travolta like to do?
Yeah. Oh, in the entertainment industry, I'm pretty well. I will do one time. I have a little book called Propeller One Way Night Coach, and I will direct that hopefully with my son, and hopefully with my wife. But you know, I try to get him excited about it. He's not quite there. Okay. So he has
Kids.
another year and a half before the character will be too old. It should be someone between 8 and 10. But I've begged him to please consider doing this, because this is something I'll do on my own with him, and it'll be good. I found one thing for you.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, we have more with John Travolta when we come back, including a little game that we're going to play with him.
Yeah.
What is going on here, Kristen? I've never seen you like this before. More with Kristen the Fanatic and
Come here.
actual John Travolta when we come back.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
See, it's a fan come true.